So this program that we're going to be using to do our Reformers comic book project is called Storyboard That. We've already walked through in class how to do all of this. And I will definitely give you a demo in class if you'd like, but I thought I would just throw together a video so that we can see what all Storyboard That can do for us. So just before I get into how I do any of this, these are 2 demo comics that I've made. This one kind of just talking about my life and how I came to want to be a teacher and end up in Gettysburg. So again, it just kind of shows the power that you can have this, where you can have characters in different positions. You can have them sitting, turning. They're all really good ways to display different characters. Then if I look at this demo storyboard that I made last year, this is my Theodore Roosevelt comic. So again, I have a young Theodore Roosevelt. You can add different objects like horses and books, and I even put in a bulldog just for fun. So this shows it a little bit more in a historical context, talking about how Theodore Roosevelt became president, read the jungle, and passed the Meat Inspection Act. So here is a kind of generic storyboard that I was playing with a little bit. So we're going to focus on this panel down here in the bottom right. So I'm going to start by just picking scenes. So one of the requirements of this project is that you have to have a background. So I have all these random historical ones already kind of picked out. So you have all these different filters that you can use. So maybe I want to focus on a government one. All right, so I have this one. And let's go ahead and just pick, and also just, we don't have to pick one of these because we can do ones with entertainment, home, indoor, outdoor, school, athletics. So let's just go and pick a town one. And I kind of like this nice old street corner. So all you do is you just click on what you want and then you drag it into the box where you'd like it. So for example, if I wanted this one of these right here, I could just click and drag that into this box and it would replace the background. So I'm going to focus in this bottom right box. You can hit all of these here, but I kind of like to hit edit scene. And that'll open up a little box here. So you can choose if it's daytime or nighttime. You can do clear skies, snow, rain. Those are all possible options. You can turn the street lights on or off. So maybe let's make it a snowy night, and then you can also add a crowd. You can make them appear, disappear. You can have a front crowd, back crowd. You can kind of decide what you want to do. So I'm going to have some people, actually, let's go ahead and let's turn them off because it's snowy. I can change the color of the sky if I would like. So again, since it's night, it's going to have that tint to it. But I'm going to go ahead and I'll make the sky like a dark blue. Building 1, I can change, so I can change the color of every building in this scene. I can change that color. I can change the color of my trim. Maybe I like a darker trim. That actually looks kind of not great at night. The awnings, I can change the color of that. If I were to have a crowd, I can change the color of their silhouettes. So there we go. I've updated my scene. So right there, my background is ready to go. Now, you can move those, so just be careful with that. Now I can go ahead and click on characters, and I'm just going to pick a random, so there's adults, kids, job, sports, 1900s, 1600s to 1800s, so many different things that we can pick. So I'm just going to pick random looking generic dude here, and we're just going to drop him right here on the street corner, and let's go ahead. We're going to edit his pose. So this is just like editing the scene. Let's start by just giving him some color. So I'm going to give him some brown hair, and we'll just pick a skin tone, and we'll give him brown eyes. We can change color of his shirt. He looks like a blue shirt kind of guy. Maybe he's like Mr. Rerko, likes a nice pair of khakis. And then we'll give him some, we'll leave him with brown shoes. Now, down here at the bottom, you can see there's some preset poses. He can be happy, sad, crying, upset, determined, confused, angry. We can have any of these things. So let's make him happy. The other thing is I can play with his hair a little bit. I can give him a little bit less hair. I can give him a man bun. I can give him a shaggy hair and a beard. I'm going to go shaggy hair and a beard for obvious reasons. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop his right arm out there. And then the nice thing is you can also change their pose. So that street corner kind of looked like it was on an angle. So I'm going to go ahead and make him face right. And I'm going to update that pose. And then once that saves, we can see there he is. It actually looks pretty much like he's there. Actually, if I wanted to, I could even make him sit on that bench. So we could move the legs, update pose. There, it looks like he's just having a good time sitting on the bench in the snow. Maybe we want to add a little bit of text. So right here where it says more textables are going to be your speech bubbles. So let's go ahead and pick one of those. I kind of like just this generic one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click and drag that in here. I'm going to type in here, maybe he loves the snow. I love the snow. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and make the keyboard go away. We can see that he is just hanging out on the bench, loves the snow. So I could do a couple different things here. I can change the some of the colors. I can change the outline there. I can play with the font. Maybe I don't like that font. Actually, maybe I want, I don't know, Alpha Slab 1. And then you can change your font there. You can change your font size. So many different things you can play with just on there. So, but we're going to click off of that. So, and this is our guy Bob. So we're just going to caption this: Bob sitting on a bench in the snow. Now, obviously, I'm going to expect you to be a little bit more detailed with this, but just like that, just playing around a little bit, I was able to create a pretty good scene. Now, we can also do objects. I think this is actually really cool that you can like give them a t-shirt or a diploma or a book or something like that. So, and again, you can just kind of scroll your way through those. You can have somebody carrying signs. So think about a protest sign, how important that would be. And then we have different shapes that we can involve. So really, it just gives you so many different options for what you can play with whenever you're in here. So there's Bob sitting on a bench in the snow, and I was able to create that pretty quickly and easily. So much of the focus should be on making this look nice and neat and organized and having fun with that, but also make sure that you're incorporating the details about your reformer that you've picked to talk about. So that is the basics of Storyboard That. Again, if you need any help or have any questions, please let me know. I'll be really, really happy to show you and play around with this a little bit more. So, like I said, just let me know if you need any help working your way through Storyboard That.